Russia on alert. US just deployed 100 new tank carriers to Ukraine. The rumble of steel on pavement echoed through European transport hubs as the United States quietly initiated one of the most significant logistical deployments of the war in Ukraine. 100 new tank carriers, each capable of hauling a 70-ton M1 Abrams battle tank, are now en route to Eastern Europe. The move, while not officially branded as a red line escalation, has sent shockwaves through Russian intelligence circles and raised global eyebrows about the pace and scale of Western support for Kyiv. This isn't just about moving tanks. It's about moving faster, smarter, and deeper into Ukraine's active war theater. For the Pentagon and NATO, speed has become a new weapon, and for Russia, that's a growing threat. The muscle behind the movement. The newly deployed vehicles, known as heavy equipment transporters, HETs, are the unsung heroes of modern mechanized warfare. Built to rapidly reposition M1 Abrams tanks across difficult terrain, these truck and trailer systems eliminate the wear and tear of long tank marches while cutting deployment time in half. Each carrier is equipped with modular armor, reinforced suspensions, and battlefield sensors that make them highly resistant to ambush and aerial surveillance. More importantly, they enable flexible repositioning of armor near front lines, something that can reshape a battlefield overnight. The message to Russia: we're all in this deployment is more than logistical support. It's a political signal. With every tank carrier that crosses into Ukraine, the message grows louder. The US isn't pulling back. It's doubling down. Intelligence reports suggest Russia has interpreted this move as a precursor to larger armored offensives. Kremlin-linked analysts on state media have already labeled the tank carriers an extension of NATO's forward strike doctrine, while senior Russian generals have called for immediate counter-mobilization of mobile artillery and missile defenses along key axes in Donbas and Kherson. From defense to offense. Until recently, most US support had focused on defense, missile shields, ammunition, and drones. But with the deployment of these carriers, the tempo has changed. Ukraine can now quickly move its M1 Abrams tanks across vast distances, repositioning for surprise assaults or rapid reinforcement. Military observers believe these tank carriers will enable concentrated mechanized pushes, allowing Ukrainian forces to plug gaps in defensive lines, stage ambushes deep behind Russian positions, react to shifting battlefield conditions with NATO-like precision. Logistics is the new front line. In modern warfare, logistics is as important as firepower. The US knows that providing Ukraine with tanks is only half the equation. Mobility is the multiplier. These 100 new tank carriers are not just vehicles. They are strategic force projection tools. Each carrier means an Abrams tank doesn't have to waste fuel, risk breakdown, or expose itself to drone surveillance over long hauls. That allows tanks to arrive fresh and combat-ready, rather than battered by the journey. Russia's strategic dilemma: Moscow now faces a problem. It cannot precisely track or predict Ukrainian armored movements. This uncertainty forces Russia to spread its forces thinner, commit more recon assets to track tank movements, divert missile systems to defend broader fronts, all of which stretches Russian resources and adds pressure to a military already under strain. Moreover, with US carriers increasing the range and response speed of Ukraine's tank units, Russia may be forced to rethink its defensive strategy entirely, possibly retreating to more fortified fallback positions or resorting to preemptive missile strikes on suspected staging areas. The bigger game. Some military analysts believe this carrier deployment is part of a larger strategy to prepare Ukraine for a summer counteroffensive, one that could reclaim key territories in Zaporizhzhia, Donetsk, or even Crimea. If that's the case, then this logistical shift marks the beginning of the next major phase in the war. Russia knows it, Ukraine knows it, and now the world is watching. In war, not every weapon fires a shot. Some weapons carry the ones that do. The 100 US tank carriers moving toward Ukraine are a symbol of both strength and seriousness. While the headlines may still focus on drones and missiles, it is the low-profile movement of these steel giants that may soon redraw the front lines. And in Moscow, the alarm bells are ringing.